What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. I'm not the type of player who's able to solo every Grandmaster every week. It's just not within my skill set. And when I am able to pull it off, it's like an hour or two escapade. But I am the type of player who's always happy to help others, especially new ones, get these completed. Which is why today we're going to be breaking down this week's Grandmaster Nightfall and going over the best loadouts and all the best workarounds and currently functioning cheeses to help you get this Grandmaster completed, whether you're attempting it solo or going in with a group of friends. This week's Nightfall is the Heist Battlegrounds, the Moon Edition. This Grandmaster starts by putting you up against Hive and then switches to Scorn Forces. So using the From Whence You Came artifact mod will really help out this week. And since Solar and Strand energies are both getting surged, there's several other great artifact mods that are going to come in handy this week, like Flint Striker, Kindling Trigger, Unraveling Orbs, and Rays of Precision. There will be Unstoppable and Barrier champions, and your enemies will receive an increase in Void damage, which will make those crossbow snipers a lot more deadly. So put some Void resistance mods on and be careful. I would really recommend sticking to the surges this week, so using a solar build will be the most optimal choice. And with exotics like the Polaris Lance, you'll be able to easily handle the barrier and unstoppable champions. The Wishender will continue to be a great alternate exotic choice, and so will the Malfeasance, but I really encourage using Polaris Lance. This Nightfall starts by putting you in the open area of the moon, where you need to disrupt the Hive Cryptolith ritual. In this section, the Polaris Lance is really going to impress you, because if you hang back, you can easily pick everything off, leaving the entire field of enemies riddled and scorched. Just wait to jump down until it's just the mini-boss, and maybe a champion or two, and make sure you don't get caught in the tower's gaze. The next few sections of this Nightfall will just have you navigate through narrow corridors in pursuit of the bunker vault. Once you've reached the door, Ghost will need to hack in and let you through, but there's going to be a ton of Scorn that never stop spawning. There will be a few mini-boss abominations and 2 unstoppable champions, along with a ton of snipers and chieftains, and those snipers can go invisible. There's one of 2 ways that you can handle this room. You can stick back towards the steps, clear out enemies safely, and then use your supers to push out when Ghost needs to be reactivated. This can be very risky and will most likely lead to a few deaths if you don't chain your supers properly, but it's still very manageable. Alternatively, you can send one Guardian over to the left pillar. This Guardian can hang out and just remain here in this bucket for the entirety of the process, and just pick off the snipers as they try to approach Ghost, leaving everything else just low on life. This method is definitely better suited when attempting this Grandmaster solo, because it's much easier to manage the flow of enemies. When in a team setting though, I would feel more comfortable about sending an invisible hunter over here, and use their invisibility if they need to reactivate Ghost. Once Ghost has finished the hack, the doorway will be open, and you'll be able to drop further down into the bunker. Watch out for the instant kill laser grids, and make your way down to the next vault door. You'll need to destroy the Hive Seal that's on the door by using 2 of the 3 runes that spawn in the room. The one up top is of course the easiest to get to, and from there I would just hit up the right side. Go together, that way you can play it safe. On this side you have a bit more space when jumping around, so you're less likely to have an incidental death, especially on the way back. Once the seals are broken, it's time to take on the final boss encounter, and this one can be a doozy. To make quick work out of this encounter, you can go straight up to the ceiling. Use the pipes on the right when you first come in, and then just make your way up to the rafters. Hang out up there, and don't get grenaded, and don't get sniped, and just pop everything off from the safety of the rooftop. Once the boss drops down to half health, his Overshield will activate, and you'll need to defeat 5 yellow bar chieftains and take their batteries and dunk them in the center console. Not the easiest thing to do when there's a ton of things shooting at you, so you'll need to make sure you coordinate this with your team. Clear out the champions and as many of the adds that are on the platform as you can. Get all the chieftains low and then drop them like dominoes when you're ready to dunk the batteries. Once you're down low, it can get crazy, so having a super at the ready will be in your best interest, and as soon as you're able to, you should head over to the front left corner. This area is a few levels up from the base floor, giving you better leverage and better cover against enemies. And once all the batteries have been dumped, you can stay down here behind this barrier, or you can jump back up to the pipes and head back up to the rooftop. Either way, at this point, things will be pretty much gravy, because the boss will be super low at this point, and you'll just have some small rank and file enemies that are going to continuously spawn up, which if you're using Polaris Lance, those suckers will drop before they even have a chance to shoot at you. Even playing it safe, this is a pretty easy 20 to 25 minute Grandmaster when utilizing these cheeses and workarounds, giving the average player an amazing opportunity to get some easy Grandmaster completions and get yourself some god rolls of the Braytech Osprey, some exotics, and some Ascendant Shards. And with that said, I wish you all the best of luck this week and throughout the rest of this season. Let me know your thoughts about this week's Grandmaster and all of the Grandmasters featured this season. If you've got any additional tips or tricks for your fellow Guardians, be sure to leave those as well down in the comments below. That's going to wrap things up for today's video, but thank you as always for checking it out. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. If you're a new Light Guardian just starting your journey, or a battle-hardened veteran just looking for a new home, then be sure to check out the Discord link in the description below and join one of the greatest communities in all of Destiny. Also included in the description will be a couple of different links to different builds to help you out this week, so be sure to check those out. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.